Give me the tea. What's the drama? What's happening in your life? I want to know.
Story time on how my baby daddy had a baby with me, but my cousin, I didn't know till months after she had the baby. So me and my cousin, we're close out of all people in my family. We was like this. So in 2023, she got evicted, lost her car, and got pregnant all within the same month. So of course she called me for help and I jumped. So she ended up moving in with me and my man, y'all. So when she moved in, we was always chilling, cooking, playing games, going out, etc. As the months going by, y'all, we all grew like a really close bond, especially going more towards her due date. Y'all remember that. So y'all, we made a nursery and bought everything that she needed. My man was always buying stuff when we go out for his nephew. I loved this shit. I thought it was cute. So fast forward to 2024 when my cousin had my nephew. He was so handsome, y'all. I love helping her take care of him. Y'all know. So after my nephew turned 4 months, my cousin, she was finally able to get her own apartment again, and we were happy for her. Remind you, this will get crazy, but y'all come back for part two. Okay, so part two on how my baby daddy had a baby on me by my cousin. Like I said in part one, once the baby turned 4 months, y'all, she was able to get her own stuff. So with that being said, we ended up helping her move in, y'all. We bought her a lot of stuff, y'all. She literally stayed walking distance. I'm talking about walking distance. So y'all, they will come eat dinner with us. We'll go eat dinner with them. Like I said, keep in mind, me and my cousin are very close. And I'm starting to peep that her and my baby daddy is getting very close also. He was being very active with the baby. So at some point, it started to rub me the wrong way because he was spending a lot of time and money on them. So the baby just, I don't know, y'all, like, I don't know, I'm not tripping. So the baby just started looking more and more like my baby daddy. But keep in mind, y'all, she didn't know who her baby daddy was. So nobody knew who her baby daddy was. So, y'all, I ended up confronting her about it or whatever. And she became very defensive, very much angry bird. So she was calling me delusional, blah, blah, blah. We ended up falling out. At this point, it's just me and my man at the house. And it's kind of bothering me a little bit because that was my other half. My cousin, we was close as hell. So that was my other half. Okay, so now at this point, my baby daddy, he done got him a new job, y'all. He working long nights, long days. He just working. But eventually, I'm starting to catch on because his checks and his so-called work hours, they not adding up. So what's going on? So I don't know what told me to do this, but y'all, I ended up going through his phone later on that night, and y'all, I kid y'all not, it's messages with him and my cousin. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Finna go ahead and get out this part three, this final part. But anyways, y'all, back to part two where I was like that. I had done went through his phone and I had didn't see message between him and my cousin, right? Y'all, so at this point, y'all, I'm just really just taking pictures, recording, getting all my evidence, cause y'all know how like to lie and deny and cry. So in the midst with me, y'all going through the phone, I'm ended up finding out that she was never evicted, and the new house that she got, y'all, y'all gonna believe it or not? Y'all gonna believe it? He put her in a clock it, clock it. He did that. He did that right under my nose. So anyway, y'all. So the next morning, I ended up confronting him about it, y'all. Y'all, this man did everything I said he was gonna do: lie, cry, and deny, and he did that. And he was calling me delusional, like I'm tripping when I just seen all the proof in his phone. So he ended up going to work, y'all. So that same hour of him going to work, I ended up sending him all the screenshots I got, proof, laid it right on out on that table. It's like Thanksgiving. So I ended up sending him all the screenshots and stuff like that, y'all. Within that same hour he went to work, baby, that maintenance man was at my house, changed them locks on that door, and I was gone, baby. I moved right on out of town, right on out the motherfucking state. I did. And y'all, so checking back on it, I think they living happily ever after. I think they is, y'all. And it's a whole lot of extra, y'all, because remember when I told y'all she stayed walking distance at her new apartment? She did. And remember when I told y'all how his work hours and his paychecks wasn't adding up? And I'm going to tell y'all why. So I ended up putting a air tag on his car that night that I was going through his phone, and I seen what I seen. So that morning, he ended up getting up to go to work or whatever. Y'all, while I'm checking the little location thing, and this man done been at this girl house 3 times. 3 times. So you playing at work, you ain't working, cause you over here trying to see this grimy, nasty. Y'all know what I was gonna say. But anyway, y'all, let me know how y'all feel about this story time. Cause yeah, this the last part, and all that just got my mind blown right now. But I had to give it to y'all, and it took me a little minute, but y'all got it.